Hello, Jess Too Good here. Today I'm taking a look at LEGO Minifigures Series 21. Now this release is January 1st everywhere, but I found it early at Kohl's for $5 in the United States. Now this is the first numbered, unlicensed series to have 12 minifigures instead of the usual 16, which is 4 less than usual. Let's see if that means an improvement of quality. First minifigure we'll take a look at is the Dolphin Surfer, which does have a dolphin as an accessory. We'll take a look at that in a bit because it's hard to fit it all on this one stand. We have a new print for this surfboard, which I like the designs on there with that coral color. Also a white paddle, which is a little bit uncommon compared to the brown paddles. This design does have a pretty cool torso print, which we'll take a look at in a second. A new color for the life vest, which is nice to get that piece in a blue. And then this hair hat combo with a new print and new colors for it. Really like that design. You can see she has two faces as well, where she has one with an open mouth expression. And then her alternate face, where she has a sunglasses look. Pretty chill there. For that really nice torso printing, I like the amount of colors they have on there, but yeah, pretty cool torso. The dolphin piece is the one introduced at Fun in the Beach, if I'm not mistaken, and then reused in the Disney Batman CMF2. This design is different from that one, though, where those two sets use the same design. This one has a sand blue, which I really like. And if you don't know how this figure works, well, there are some receiving studs at the underside with the tail and this middle section. Next is a Violin Kid who uses an entirely new piece for the violin. It's always great to get instruments in LEGO form that we haven't gotten before. This design does have a peg connection at the bottom, but you also have pole connection for that middle part so that you can have them hold it from this way as well. And for the bow, which is the stick that they use with the violin, that's just the LEGO Harry Potter wand piece. But yeah, really awesome accessory there. Also, the torso print is really nice, where we get a Black Tron logo on there. I like that. Though we have seen the Black Tron logo as a teaser, or sorry, as a little Easter egg on a lot of different torsos before. You can see his alternate facial expression. He looks kind of sad, which that's a nice facial expression to get because we don't have too many neutral, kind of sad or kind of mad looking faces. Same with this face at the front where we have closed eyes. That's another one that we just don't have too much of. So really nice prints and a very nice new piece. Next minifigure is the Castaway. Now that hair beard combo isn't new where it came in like a promotional caveman set, but I do love this new piece we have for the hermit crab where it's just a piece at the bottom. It's actually not these two top pieces for the shell. You can see those two top pieces are actually a hold stud and one of those dog poop pieces in white. The bottom piece being the unique part where we have a little hermit crab bottom. This design has an anti-stud underneath and also a peg/pole connection at the top. And that's basically how you have that shell build where they just use one of those hold studs and the dog poo piece and voila. But for the rest of the figure, we have a new bottle print where there's a little message in the bottle. Nice to get two cool accessories. Some arm printing with a sailor tattoo. Also some back torso and dual molded legs, which I like that kind of tattered legging design. We have a nice shell necklace print, and then underneath, his face print is unfortunately only one-sided, which is rare for the series. Now, I usually am not a fan of these costume characters, but I love this one and the dog suit of this series. The Ladybug Girl is a fantastic design where we have a new piece for the wing design. I like how it's a hard elastic, and there's also those little dots printed on there. Also, we have a 1x1 print of a ladybug, which is a fantastic design. There's not really a ladybug piece out there that I could think of off the top of my head. And I feel like a lot of times they make costume characters off of pieces that just don't exist. This is something that now exists in LEGO and it comes with the costume figure. That's really clever. Other than that, it's interesting how they use dual molded legs, where they dual molded the black and the red, but they printed black on top. A commenter suggested that this was because it's so bad to print on black, which kind of makes sense, you know, with the Buzz Lightyear minifigure or the Mercy figure. And she does have an alternate face, which this part at the top, this hat part, is actually from the Bumblebee girl, but in a new color. The alternate face, she looks really, really happy. No back torso printing, though. The dog suit is next, which this design uses mid-legs, which is kind of cool to see in a non-licensed minifigure series. This design also has a nice torso print, which I like the little tail at the back, but the handkerchief at the front is just a cool design in general. Also, it's nice that we got a different color for the bone. This time it's blue. Make your sans references here. This hat piece is entirely new for this series, which is based off a Pug. You can see that face print looks similar to another suit, but it is a new face print because this back face print is entirely new, which I like just how happy he looks with that tongue dripping down. We have a Forest Warrior. This uses the new Centaur leg piece introduced in LEGO Harry Potter earlier this year, but with a different color. I like that. It's a lighter color this time, so you have some variation between the two. Also, she has some great arm printing, which you can see a little bracelet there. On the other side, same design. And she does have a hairpiece that's uncommon in that color, but not exclusive, where it was also used with Hermione in the first series of LEGO Harry Potter CMFs. Funny enough, because that face print looks like the Hermione from that first series as well. And she has an alternate facial expression where she has a really happy look. Oh, and if you're wondering how this centaur leg piece works, you can see the receiving studs at the bottom there. Here's the Beekeeper, which this design has a really nice piece that's new and exclusive with that Beekeeper mask. Love the visor in there, which is really smoky, but it isn't like a separate piece or anything that you put in there. Rather, this is a dual molded design. Face print underneath on one side and alternate face. I like how the tongue is just kind of sticking out there. And what's a really interesting accessory that I even wrote a song about it is this little femur piece, which uses a cup upside down and then the action pose piece from the Disney CMF, or sorry, DC CMFs. Why do I keep saying Disney CMFs? Finally, there's a 2x2 print exclusive where we have a little Beekeeper hide. Nice torso printing underneath, and that face looks a lot like the corn cob guy. Next minifigure is the Ancient Warrior. This design has two new pieces with this headdress that's super elaborate. Like, I like how they have printing all the way at the end here, at the top with the eyes. It's just really, really well made. Also, what I believe is a new piece for this weapon here. For some reason, this looks familiar, but I don't think it came in any other sets. And I like how it has those spikes at the side. The printing on the shield looks really fantastic. I love that design. And the printing on the torso is so elaborate, where you can see some nice designs there and on the legs and at the sides, the arms and the legs. Love the detailing on this guy. He also has an alternate face. So you have this angry face right here, but then his alternate face is kind of happy. Next minifigure is the Pilot Kid. Love this new hip attachment for a full plane. I mean, this design is very similar to that one car they released, and we'll take a closer look at it in a bit. But for the rest of the minifigure, I like that happy chipper face there, even with the little scuff mark. I like how they also include a pilot aviator helmet if you just want to swap out that ponytail hairpiece. It's nice to get that variety as well. She also has an alternate face, which you can see at the back. She looks pretty smiley. Here's the hip attachment removed, and this is actually just one whole piece, except for this propeller at the front, which is that hat propeller they introduced like 2 years ago or something like that. This is a very interesting design with three studs. You have two on the wings and then one at the front here. Removing the hip attachment, you get a better look at the torso, including the back, which has more of a design. Next, we have the Space Policeman. No new pieces altogether, but lots of new prints and new colors and stuff like that. Basically, we have this armor piece that I believe was from Series 13 of LEGO CMFs, and that has some printing for the classic space logo now, which is cool. This helmet piece, which I believe was from the Space Miner of Series 12, you have a red visor there. Interesting face print where this is actually paying tribute, this whole figure pays tribute to a Space Police minifigure. Thanks to Pen Pays for pointing that out. But you'll get a better look at that once we remove that armor piece. His alternate face is just kind of an angry face, but I like how generic it looks because it almost ties in with that tribute, you know? He has a flashlight, it looks like, and a blaster at the back, just on those clip connections. And at the front, he has a nice color for the handcuffs, which is black. I don't see that often in that color, as well as the Space Police Riot Shield. This design has an exclusive print that says police on it. But yeah, with that elaborate armor removed, you can get a better look at that torso printing, which is definitely a reference. Next minifigure is an alien for the Space Police to catch. This design has a very elaborate headpiece that's just an original idea, which I like. I like seeing alien heads outside of the LEGO Star Wars line, and it seems like that's a rarity nowadays. You can see just the molding there. So intricate. It's a hard plastic, and I like how it is also dual molded with the black there. Other than that, though, the torso I like a lot. I don't know why, but just the black and the silver they got going on and the printing on the sides and everything, it just comes together very, very well. Also like the legs, which continue that design. You got some side leg printing as well. Now, the one thing that's kind of weak is this crystal being the same color as the ones from the Chima line. I guess it's kind of rare because Chima's now dead, but that design would have been cool to get in like a red or something like that. Like, I've always wanted that in different colors, but no, we just get it in blue again. Anyways, we have this crowbar in kind of a different color, so that's nice. We usually get that a lot in red or pearl gold, and you got your back torso printing as well. Finally, we have the Cabaret Singer. Love the bright bluish green and purple combination. Those are two great colors put together. Also like this dress part at the back, which is a little bit harder than some of the other dress pieces of this similar design, you know, that certain design. dual molded legs, which look really cool. It's nice to get some purple boots there. And also a different color for that little microphone there than that pearl gold one I see way too much. She has a different or alternate face print where she really is rocking out here. And I love the new headdress piece, which is a hard plastic, and it seems to be dual molded. Or, maybe the purple is printing. The box for this series is smaller than usual. Apparently these might be holding up to 36 packs instead of the regular 60. Packaging is pretty standard for modern LEGO minifigures series. Yep, nothing too special. Come on, they went with green again. It's like the last series was green. I wish they would have went back to putting a little teaser for the next series in the instructions. That was just a really fun thing that they did at one point. So overall, I was really angry when they said there's going to be 12 minifigures instead of 16 from now on, but my gosh, I actually really love how this turned out. This series is my favorite unlicensed numbered series, I don't know, since what, series 15 maybe? Like series 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, especially 19 and 20. The more recent ones have been really bad. 16 and 17 I liked, but you know. This one in particular, I noticed a shift in quality, which is something we all asked when it shifted from $4 to $5. But it seems like they took a year to kind of get their bearings there, where each minifigure has so much detailing, whether it be the arm, leg, dual molded legs, stuff like that, or the new accessories they have, where it felt like with a lot of these numbered unlicensed series, they would have a really cool accessory and a bland minifigure, but this one has a cool accessory and a really cool minifigure to boot. So yeah, I guess getting rid of those four meant quality over quantity. My favorites from this series are probably the Beekeeper, the Pilot, the Ladybug Girl, but this is one of the first series where I don't have one that I don't like. Like, I like every single one of these. If I had to pick one that was my least favorite, probably the Ancient Warrior, but that's just because I don't prefer historical figures. I still like them. And he does look similar to that Series 7 figure, but again, great figure. Like, there's no weak figures in this series. That's my 2 cents. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Am I being too easy on this series? Am I blinded? Just let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.